wig and be doing like this. And be flipping it. Go and spend that money on hair. Draw your brows. Buy lip gloss. Look good. Natural hair is not selling markets.
Nobody perpetuates colonial ideologies and standards better than folks who have been successfully colonized.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Core Black HD. It's been 3 months since I made a video. However, during those 3 months, we gained like 64 subscribers, which is very good. Okay, so today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Ivory Anita's video on natural hair. Okay, you guys can always go subscribe to our channel. She makes high quality videos and good videos that probably you might like. So let's get it going.
You better wear your wig and be doing like this. And be flipping it. Go and spend that money on hair. Draw your brows. Buy lip gloss. Look good. Natural hair is not selling markets.
Nobody perpetuates colonial ideologies and standards better than folks who have been successfully colonized. Colonized folks even perpetuate colonial ideologies and standards better than the colonizers ever did. Imagine thinking that it is when you don't look like who you are authentically are. Imagine thinking that it is when you don't look like who you were created to be. That is when you look good. Now, the irony for me is that this is supposed to be a pastor, someone who is spreading the word of God, right? Isn't it written in the scriptures that a woman's hair is her glory? But here we have this pastor encouraging African women, black women, to cover up their glory with someone else's hair. Now that you have this person's hair on your head, who do you think you are glorifying? Certainly not you. And let's not even talk about the fact that...
So the thing is, a lot of the time when people do this stuff, especially women like that, passing that idea is that they have massive insecurities. They do not like themselves for who they are as a person, right? Of course, that's not me saying all women that don't put their natural hair means that they don't like themselves as an individual, but there has to be some type of insecurity when it comes to that, right? Especially women like this. She's a pastor, as for one, right? The fact that she's spewing this stuff, it doesn't make any sense. She's just insecure and she's just willing to share her insecurities with everybody. Right, black women or black people as a whole, your natural hair should be one of the things that you put on and show to the rest of the world. You should not be hiding it. Of course, you got some people, some women that be like, well, it's for protection, which to an extent I can agree with. However, doing it all the time, that's when I have a problem with it. It's like, it's your natural hair. You should put on your natural hair a lot more than putting on wigs. Right? Even if you're gonna put on wig, at least put on a wig that's resemble your natural hair, huh? But women like this, it's one of those individuals that are just insecure, right? She's not fully in the head when it comes to thinking of what behind all that ideology. She's not thinking at all, right? But at the end of the day, people like this gotta get educated more. That's why Ivory Anita's videos should go worldwide so that most black people can see it. But it's sad to see stuff like this.
That some of these hairs are gotten from dead people, and a better bunch of it are gotten from people who sacrificed their hair to the gods that they worship, the non-Abrahamic gods that they worship, these gods that you people call man-made gods, these gods that you people call idols. So you would think that with the way these people are so particular about the things of the spirit, these hairs and hair wearing culture would be a no to them. But no. So it's looking to me like African people hate themselves more than they actually care about the things of the spirits that they claim to care about. Imagine not being...
She's 100% right. She's 100% right. I've came across so many self-hate from other Africans to the point that it's saddening, right? Sometimes they don't fully gotta say it, but they will say some things, they will say some words that make you think like, damn, okay. I never knew they felt that way about black people. I never knew they felt that way about African people as a whole. Get I mean, too much self-hate is going on in the whole continent of Africa, man. Same goes for the Caribbeans, everything. Like, it's just too much of it, right? But yet again, a lot of people are just uneducated, or some of them just don't want to be educated on it, because it doesn't take that long for you to look up the history behind things like this. But yet again, some people just don't care, I guess, which is unfortunate. But yet again, sometimes you can't save everybody, right? Which is why videos like this is very helpful to some people, to some kids, some black kids. Come on, oh my God, well, I saw this video on a pastor preaching that, oh, I should put on a wig. Like, things like this can literally hurt a lot of black people, especially the girls, because guys, we tend to be out with things like this for us, but especially for the girls.
Your own beauty standard on a black ass continent. The more Africans continue to look at themselves through the lens of the colonizers and create their standards of beauty based on the Europeanized standard of beauty, they would never see value in themselves. And it's also crazy to me that African people still haven't realized that how you
my God, look how beautiful the hair is, right? Of course, it's not gonna be everybody that's gonna have luxurious hair as that lady, and luxurious hair like mine. But yet again, it's all about appreciating your hair, man. Like, look how beautiful that lady's hair is, right? I might be biased, but I think that black people hair, specifically black chicks' hair, is the best. Look at that. Especially women, like, look how beautiful her is. She look like a goddess, man. Well, I don't like saying the word goddess, but she look like a goddamn Barbie doll, right? But yet again, I never understand as to why black women don't appreciate their hair much enough. It's a learning in process. It's a improvement in progress, because I've seen a lot of women nowadays, a lot of black women nowadays appreciate their hair a lot more. But yeah, that's one of the things that we got to stop.
Feel about yourself reflects on your entire being. This is a 100% African woman from Ghana. This is her hair stretched out, and this is her hair shrunken. Keep saying who natural hair help, and it would never help you.
I'm sorry, but I gotta go to Ghana, man. I really gotta go to Ghana. I gotta get me a female like this, man. I gotta go to Ghana. All right, Ghana, just get ready, man. I'm taking my DNA test, and I'm pretty sure I got some Ghanaian tribe or whatever, right? I'm coming. I'm coming, Ghana. Like, she's beautiful, man. She's beautiful. I like her hair.
You don't understand how we haven't clicked for African Christians, the same group of people who like to speak about the power of the tongue, that them continuously speaking negatively about themselves, their hair, their skin, whatever, is the reason why they are physically not thriving. I don't know when it would click for you that your entire being is alive, all the way to your hair follicle, and they can hear you speak about yourself. If you continue to put that negative energy out, that's all you would get. And it's crazy to me how African people still haven't seen how unique of a people they are. You are literally the only group of people who have this kind of hair on the entire planet. Like, we are legit one of a kind. We are the only of our kind. We are the definition of unique. If we go to the dictionary to see what that word means, it's supposed to be the face of a black person there. It beats me how diverse we are, but still so rare in our diversity. But we want to be like everyone else but ourselves. See, I've left older people because...
Let me pause that real quick. She's... Oh, my bad. She's 100% right, man. Like, she's 100% right. Especially black people, the uniqueness and the diversity in the nation of Africa alone should tell you how unique we are as individuals, right? You should be able to tell, right? But yet again, some people cannot be able to tell that. Like, the uniqueness, just like she's saying, we are unique, man. Our hair, our skin tone, our pigment, we're just unique individuals, right? But yet again, some people don't want to accept that, right? I know, of course, a lot of things went through, a lot of brainwashing has been going on since time started. But yet again, it's like one of those things, like, now you have social media, man. You got a phone, man. Look it up. Oh, my bad. Look up things online, man. We have the most diverse facial features in the whole entire continents. Every single continent that you go to does not have a facial feature diversity as much as Africa. But yet again, people don't know that though. A lot of Africans don't know that. A lot of Africans do not know their history. Thus, as to why we're so lost. Right? That's the reason why we're so lost. Like, I don't see why you as an African would want to be another individual that's not African. You get what I mean? Like, I can never truly understand why you want to put on another person's hair when you literally have a beautiful hair. If you're going to put on a wig, at least put on a wig of your hair texture. Right? Hey, I'm the messenger, man. Don't peel me, but that's just how I feel. That's how most people feel. Most black people feel. And the way you talk about yourself, the way you talk about other black people publicly or to your friends, they're gonna start looking they're gonna start looking down on you, by the way. Right? Because I've seen so many things being said about black women that most of the time is not true. But yet again, a lot of the time people feel like it's true because some of you black people, like this lady right here, give them more ammunition to shoot at us, the people that are trying to defend you. But as time goes on, I'm hoping things get better, but most likely not anytime soon.
They are set in their ways. At this point, there is no hope for some of them. But when I think about this particular preaching, right, this coming from the pulpit, I can't stop thinking about the young African girls that were in the congregation that day. She was saying this. Impressionable girls. Girls who are still trying to form opinions of themselves. Girls who are, in whatever phases that they are at, working towards knowing who they are and what they like and all of that. And this is a role model. And here you are encouraging them that who they are isn't enough, basically. Which is very ironic because according to the scriptures, are we not perfectly made in the image of your God? So the contradiction is insane. It's asinine that this kind of preaching is coming from the pulpit. And it's insane that these people don't even see this as some level of blasphemy. You know how they like to scream blasphemy all the time. They don't see this as blasphemy. Someone, so-called pastor, coming in front of a congregation and literally telling them that Baba God not know anything they do when he creates you. He should have made you like this because this is better. With this, you'll be more beautiful. With this, you'll be more put together.
She's 100% right, man. She's 100% right. I don't know why some people can't put the connections. They can't connect through things together. Right? Everything that she's saying goes against literally the whole Christianity, by the way. But yet again, most people like these, they do not care. Right? They already made up their mind. This hair is better than my natural hair. I'ma just flout around, shake it around, just This is very. If I was a girl, if I was a black kid, a black girl, I would have been like, oh wow, look at my hair. My hair is not good enough. Some people like this are putting informations like that in your black kids' ears, by the way. And they go, you hear the people that was laughing. It's not funny. Right? She was talking about shit like this and everybody else was laughing in the church, which is ridiculous, by the way. For some reason, they don't stop. Wait a minute. This does not make sense. They don't question anything at all. But it's sad, man. It's a sad world we live in.
With this, you can get a husband. How he created you is not enough. That's basically what she said. But they don't see it as blasphemy, do they? They don't see it as her insulting God and his decisions, do they? But when I say what I say, I'm the bad guy. I'm the one who's disrespecting God. You think if I were God and she said this about my creation, how their hair, who their hair help, the hair where I give them, who he help, I would be pissed as a God. But this, of course, to Christians, is not disrespectful. They are literally in the comments of videos who have stitched this, talking about how wrong she is, screaming, talking about how, oh, you are misquoting her. How? Where is the misquoting? Like, it's crazy how people are so devoted to men instead of the gods that they're supposed. It's crazy. Like, here you are defending someone who is literally against the things that in your Bible, the things that your God said about you. But you are defending her. And then they get shocked and pissed when people come out and say Christians actually worship their pastors, their mommies and daddies in the Lord. That's who they worship and not God.
Pause.
This is a clear example right here. Because
Pause on that. Christians worship their pastors. I've never heard that before, but that make 100% sense. I should give her a cheer for that. I've never heard that before, but that makes 100% sense, right? How are you going to listen to a pastor that is saying something that goes against your whole religion? It doesn't make any sense. So you rather listen to the pastor than to listen to what your God say. She's 100% right, man. This stuff like this is just BS, and it's worse in Africa too. Because a lot of people in Africa, they just listen to what they've been told. They don't try to do research at all, right? I'm not saying every single one, but especially when it comes to the people that are religious, a lot of them tend to be like, man, I'm just gonna listen to whatever my pastor says. This is why a lot of the time pastors get away with a lot of stuff, man. You'll be thinking, oh man, that's my female right there. She's going to the pastor. Well, it's perfectly okay, right? Not knowing behind the scenes she's getting, right? Not keeping that in mind, but you're like, well, it's whatever. Pastor would never do that. Not knowing behind the scenes she's getting clapped, man. It's ridiculous. She's 100% right. I'm gonna start using that now. Some of you guys don't worship the God. You guys worship your pastors. That's 100% right.
What are you doing defending someone who is telling you that your God made a mistake? This God that you worship, he actually made a mistake creating you the way you were created. You should not have had that hair because with it you are not beautiful. It's not good enough for you. That's what is happening here. But of course you don't see it because you do actually worship the pastor and not your God. Take their word verbatim. That's why you don't read the scriptures, because why should you? It's what the pastor says that's important. That's why you wouldn't know, of course, in First Peter, what was it again? I hate quoting scriptures, but because you people don't listen to anything that doesn't come from the Bible, here we are, right? First Peter 3. Do not let your adornment be, of the physical. Let your beauty come from the inside. But you wouldn't know that, right? That's why you would be in this congregation clapping and cheering her on as she literally is telling your God that I don't know what he was doing when he was creating you. As she's encouraging you to go spend money on human hair, bone straight and all of that, when you probably should be putting that money into more important use. What's even more insane to me is that African people would complain till they die about how expensive it is to care for their natural hair, but they have no problem at all carrying 300,000, 250,000, 180,000 to go buy human hair. You have all of the bone straight.
Damn, she's spitting fact. She's spitting fact. Right, she's spitting fact. Let me see how much does a hair, let's see. What's the average cost of a hair? Let me look it up. That cannot be true. Breakdown range, price range breaks down for human hair wigs. Entry level is 200 to 1,200. That cannot be true, right? The cost of wig depends on the features. For example, a really good basic wig is between $30 to $100. Damn, between 30 and 100? That's kind of pricey, man. Of course, like this lady, I'm guessing this lady's in Africa, but the point is that it's expensive. Okay, the point is it's expensive. That's the point that's the point she was trying to make, and that's the point I was trying to verify.
The short one or the long one, the pixie cut, skinny cut, you have all of them. You carried thousands, hundreds of thousands of naira or whatever currency you have to go buy those hairs. But to buy simple conditioner to detangle your hair on a weekly basis is too much for you. But to buy shea butter, whether they wrap how much for market, 200, 150, you don't buy good amount of shea butter where go last you good amount of weeks, is too much for you. To buy oil, 5,000 naira, 2,000 naira, to hydrate your hair, care for your own hair that is on your head, that grows out of your scalp, is too expensive.
Fact,
right? And not to be a hypocrite, yes, myself, I don't wear hair. Growing up in a culture that encourages you to wear hair, yes, I did wear hair. I started wearing hair from 17 years old. I got my first hair after secondary school from a family member who gifted me, congratulations, oh, you've graduated kind of hair. That's how I got my first hair. And when I grew up, I eventually started spending my own money. See, I don't spend better money for hair. My last hair was bone straight. But one day I started asking myself, why was I doing this? And most importantly, even if I'm spending money for hair, why am I spending so much to buy hair that looks looks nothing like the hair that grows out of my scalp. And not long after, I started coming to some very interesting realizations, and I stopped. I gave all the hairs away. And for those who would intentionally miss the point, this is not about wigs or saying that wigs are bad, because I still wear wigs. But now I wear wigs that look like the hair that grows out of my scalp. Whatever this is, we don't want it. This is not helping the esteem of African people in general. She needs to do better.
She's 100% right. I cannot add anything else. I can't say much because she already said all the points I was going to make. All I can say is that you got to love yourself for who you are. Respect yourself for who you are. All right. We need more black women to love themselves for who they are. We need more black women to love their natural hair. Right. This is going to go up in the near future. This is going to go up and help the kids, the generation that's coming up. What do you think other races of people think once they see a black woman without her natural hair? That's the only question you should ask yourself. Why are black women not proud of their hair? Why? Keep that in mind, man. Keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. It's been fun. Big shout out to Ivory and Ether. You guys can go subscribe to her and check out some of her videos. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace out.